Okay, today we learned that if you add three numbers, for example, if I'm going to add the numbers 5 plus 7 plus 5, I'm going to look for two numbers that make 10. So this isn't always going to happen. You're not always going to have two numbers that add up to make 10. Remember, add means to bring together. So you're not always going to have two numbers that make 10, but our job as mathematicians is to look at our problem first and see if there are two numbers here that will add up to make 10. Because always remember that when we add with the number 10, it's so much easier to add in our mind. That's why yesterday we were working on making the number 10 also. So do you see any two numbers here that add up to make the number 10? You do? I do. Do you? I do. I see the numbers 5 and 5. I see that 5 plus 5 makes 10. So guess what? I'm going to add those first so that I can make a 10, and then it's going to be so much easier for me to keep adding after that. So I'm going to add these two, 5 plus 5, and that makes 10. Okay, so I added those two, but I still have one number left over that I need to add. So now I'm going to add this number to the 10 that I made with 5 plus 5. 10 plus 7, and I should know that already. 10 plus 7 equals 17. So guess what? I didn't have to use my fingers at all. That's why adding to make 10 is so cool. I'm going to show you just with cubes, just so you can see what this meant. Okay? So if you're still like, huh? What is Miss Cortez talking about? I'm going to show you the same problem with cubes, okay? 5 plus 5, just kidding. 5 plus 7 plus 5. So what does that look like? That means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's really what this problem says. It means 5 cubes plus 7 cubes plus 5 cubes. What's that going to be when we put them all together? Well, I don't want to count one by one, okay, because I want to be a faster mathematician. There's nothing wrong with counting one by one, but I want to try to get a little bit faster, okay? So I'm going to see, are there two numbers that when I put them together make 10? Yep, I know that if I put these two together, they're going to make the number 10. So if I put them together, they make 10. So now I have 10, but I still have to add this guy. So I need to add this 7 that's left over here. So what's going to happen when I put this 10 together with this 7? What is that going to equal? Well, if I put this 10 together with this 7, it's going to equal 17, like that. If I put all of these together, I'm going to have 17 cubes. And I can count them just to make sure, because it's always good to check our work. So let me make sure I have 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I do have 17, so my answer is correct. So 5 plus 7 plus 5 is equal to 17. 5 plus 7 plus 5 is the same thing as 10 plus 5. We just added these two guys first to make 10, and then we added the 7. Let's try one more together, okay? All right, so I have the numbers 5, again, plus 6, plus 4. Okay, so I have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how can I add all of these together? How can I know how many there are without counting the cubes? Well, remember, first you're going to look and see if there are two numbers that when they're added together, they make the number 10. So do you see two numbers that make the number 10? You do? I do. Does 5 plus 4 equal 10? No. Does 5 plus 6 equal 10? No. But I see that if I put the 6 and the 4 together, they equal 10. So I'm going to add those two first. I'm going to put these guys together. So now I have a group of 10. But I still need to add this 5. So now in my head, I know that I have 10 plus 5. What does 10 plus 5 equal? 10 plus 5 more. I know that 10 plus 5 equals 15. So 5 plus 6 plus 7 equals 15. Okay. All right, we're going to try one last one without the cubes. 9 plus 1 plus 2. Okay, which two numbers, when we put them together, make the number 10? Okay, so you got to play with the numbers. Does 9 plus 1 equal 10? Does 9 plus 2 equal 10? No. So the two numbers we're going to put together are 9 and 1. 9 plus 1 does equal 10. Okay, I can cross them out if I need to, so I know that I already used those numbers. But I still have this guy left over. I still have to add these two. So now it's going to be 10 plus 2. What's 10 plus 2? 12. So we know, because we know this is 10, we know that 9 plus 1 plus 2 equals 12. Okay, that's how we add three numbers. Oh, before I go, for homework today, you're going to be working on page 40. So you're going to add the three numbers. I want you to circle the two numbers that add to make 10. Okay, so you're going to circle the two numbers that add to make 10. For example, the one we just did is 9 plus 1 plus 2. So I would circle 9 plus 1. Because those two guys, when they're together, they make 10. 9 plus 1 equals 10. Plus 2 more, that's 10. Plus 2 more, 11, 12. That's 12. Okay.